Hey guys, I'm Colwen, and I've got a fun figure. I enjoy this guy. This is, I want to say 2010, 2011, Dark of the Moon Skyhammer. Um, he was supposed to be one of the new primes, and his original name is Solus Prime, but they got cut. He got cut from the movie, but he still got his nice toy. And in this form, you can see that he is actually a Russian Hein helicopter. I probably said that name wrong, but like it was one of the really strongest helicopters to come out of Russia, and like it's really heavy duty and like yes, I added these Gatling guns here on the sides on the front. We'll go ahead and pull those off and set those off to the side. They come from other figures, and one of them's actually a custom, but we'll ignore those for right now. And let me bring in his mech tech weapon. Unfortunately, my mech tech weapon got busted a long time ago, so we'll talk about it real quick. Originally, it had a peg right there, and mine got broken off, and it was intended to pop right on the underneath here, and you have this two-barreled big old heavy-duty gun. But with mech tech, all the weapons... Oh, mine's broken also. You're supposed to be able to push in this little plunger here and then twist it slightly to extend it onto this cool claw sword thing. But as you can see, my spring and the entire mechanism is like... I think I actually pulled the spring out of this thing. And that's really the best thing you can do with mech tech weapons, is just pull the damn springs out of them. The mech tech right here is garbage. The only way it's fun... Oh, there's the spring, but it's not... I disabled the spring. It's a cool gun. It's an alright looking sword, but I got no handle on it. So, let's go ahead and put that off to the side. He's got his own landing gear here, and he's got a nice little fold down landing gear also. Yeah, I did paint this guy up a long time ago and made him custom colors and all that stuff. Let me bring in Film Noir Spider-Man. So yeah, this is kind of, compared to Film Noir Spider-Man, he's really more like an AV drone kind of thing. But that's still, you know, he's long. He's like a 7-inch long helicopter, and that's actually pretty nicely sized for Voyagers. We have here Scourge. Scales pretty dang well, actually. Hubcap. And let me bring in the police car. Put your arm down. And the dead zombie Autobot. Let me put these... Okay, so like this comes from Reveal the Shield Highbrow. It's a Gatling gun thing, which is cool. This one is a custom. I got the bottom part off of a mini-con named Pinpointer, I want to say. And I don't remember where I got the top gun from, but I got that, and it pegs in the underside, and it swivels, and it hinges, and this acts as another landing gear. But those we're going to put off to the side. And I can peg them into any of these ports. And there's ones on the side, and these come with... These are the primary accessory for Skyhammer, other than his sword. He's got these Hellfire missile pod things, which are really nice to use. If you leave them here, you can actually transform him without removing them. However, I am going to go ahead and remove them. And we are going to get into the transformation real quick. So yeah, let me... It's really nice and sleek. Yes, I added in the silver paint here and all the black here, but you can see the engines and the vents. The red I added on there. You got the retractable landing gear. If anything looks painted, I painted it on there. That's all painted on an extra, but like the nice vents and all the panel lighting. And like, look at that undercarriage. Look at that undercarriage. If you didn't know this was a Transformer, you would swear it was just a really high-end, high-quality helicopter replica, and that is just Ooh. I mean, yeah, if you look closely, you can see some internal stuff here that looks like robot parts, but like, you don't see a robot head, you don't see feet. These become the feet. This is going to become the arms. The cockpit becomes the shoulders. Let's go ahead and get into it, okay? We're going to come up here on the side, and we're going to take these wings and pull them down and away. You're going to come back here to the back fuselage, and you're going to pull the legs out of the tail. See that? Split the tail apart and straighten out the legs. There's this hinge here, and then this hinge here. Okay? This one becomes the knee, and he's got an above-the-knee swivel. We're going to come back here to the brain tail fin, and this peg, this hole, is going to go onto this peg here. And it's all going to fold up like this. And when you push it forward, you want to make sure you get this vent to pop out. Straighten out the feet. Fold back the fin. Let's go over to the other leg. The other leg has this tail fin here, so you got to fold that down. Okay? This peg right here is going to slip right alongside there, and that peg is going to go into that port right there. And again, push forward so you can get that vent opened up, straighten out the leg, straighten out the feet, and here we have him in his very nice Gerwalker mode. We can go ahead and turn his feet around. Actually, no, you got to do them that way. Okay. Because his feet need to, like, come underneath him to hold his weight up. Yeah, Gerwalk mode. Okay, keep going, keep going. Back here, this is going to be his torso, his waist, his torso. How do I unpeg? No, just fold it forward. You probably aren't supposed to do it that way, but that's the way I do it. Come back here to the wings and make sure this hinge is hanging down. Now, this whole thing here is going to get a little finicky. Bring these engines away. Okay. Bring the arms down. Now, we can split the cockpit open and have the nice head reveal. So let me go ahead and stand him up. Come on. Let me adjust my camera angle. And we do the epic head reveal. Then this right here, this whole top part of the helicopter is going to shift 90 degrees. We're going to bring down the arms. You're going to bring the hands out. Bring the hands out of the engines right here. And then this is funny right here. These hinges are going to swivel over onto the arm. Do you see that? Okay, so check this out. Hand out, hinge down like that. And then you can straighten the arms out. This backpack. Fold the backpack around so that these holes go onto those pegs there. But as you fold them on there, we need to simultaneously bring down the fins, the wings, and then crunch them together and peg that together. Then up here, there's these two little tabs that you have to make sure they line up so they fit into the chest. Straighten the arms down. Bring these propeller blades, and there's a tab on the underside that's going to go onto the slot on the wing there. And then these panels here have to hinge down. Those were used to cover the head up in vehicle mode. Come on. Everything fold together. And there we have him in his robot mode. And ooh, he looks like a prime. Let me get in my size comparisons. Bring in Film Noir Spider-Man with Skyhammer. Oh, we got plenty of space over here. Bring in Scourge. Bring in hubcap. We got the deceased Autobot. And we've got barricade. So let's go ahead and re-arm up my friend here. Because, like, yeah, he still has those ports on his arms. And I'm going to go ahead and give him these dark purple guns. Oh, are they slippery there? They don't want to fit? Oh, that's the purple one also. Can this one fit nice and snug? All right, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I'm going to give him the guns here. And then we're going to come around to his backpack. And you see these pegs here? Normally, they would want you to do this. That's how it is in the instructions. But I'm going to go ahead and mix it up a little bit. And I'm going to give him this nice gun right here. Come on, line up in there, you little bugger. There we go. Hey. So over one shoulder, he's got Hellfire, and over the other shoulder, he's got a minigun. To offset that, I'm going to take the other Hellfire missile pod and stick it behind here on the shoulder. Yeah, his shoulders. He's got these 5mm ports on either side of his shoulders here, which is really nice for mounting weapons. And then I can take this cool one from earlier and I can stick it down here and like undersling it underneath his shoulder or like oversling it. And this looks really, really cool. Loaded down with all these miniguns and missile launchers. So, he reveals a lot of stuff when you transform him. He's got the back of the shoulders, as we saw. He's got the arms all hanging out. He's got the hands there, the torso, the head. But you still see all his vehicle mode stuff. Like, there's the engines, there's the cockpit, there's the sides. And, like, it reorganizes it really, really well. And I love what they did with the propeller blades. Look at that. They just fold them around his chest, giving him like anime speed lines. It's really wicked looking. Oh, I think the fin's supposed to go inside like that. Probably doesn't really matter. You can do it either way. He's got all this really neat little mech molded in detail. These pistons are separate pieces almost. And all these little vents. And like just all the shoulders and like, oh, I really do like this guy. Really, the only way he doesn't hold up nowadays is articulation. But for when he came out, he had really good articulation. So, look at that head sculpt. That is absolutely a prime right there. He has no light piping, but they did his eyes in this nice yellow plastic. And he can look up and down, side to side. And that, I want to believe, yeah, that's an actual double hinge in there. There's a hinge going this way and a swivel hinge. No ball joints. No ball joints. He's got this huge weight. He's got this nice waist swivel. I like how he angles down and, really sleeks him out. He's got a swivel here on the shoulder. He's got another hinge going on there. He's got a hinge here, a swivel there. Nice 90-degree hinge. Nothing at the wrist. That's mainly, I mean, he can do that, but nah. Yeah, nothing at the wrist. He's got universal jointed hips. He's got this huge, nice knee bend there. And, like, if you're willing to, you can use that transformation joint as kind of, not really, kind of, maybe, He's got a below-the-knee swivel. Nothing at the ankle, really. He can open and close his feet, kind of. But, like, it's not really there. It's not really there. What was I else going to say about this guy? What else can I say about this guy? There was a time that this guy shelf warmed. And you can get him for like $15. And his hinges are kind of giving me trouble right now. He doesn't want to, there we go. I got him standing really easy. Okay, cool. There was a time when you can get this guy for like $15. And I wish I had picked up more of them then. But, you know how it is when you have money and you don't have money and all, okay? This guy now goes for a fair steep amount, like 40, $50 on eBay. However, he was Dark in the Moon. When Age of Extinction came out, they had Drift, which had 3 vehicle modes. And instead of making a figure with 3 vehicle modes, they had Helicopter Drift and Car Drift. They reused him, repainted him blue, ditched the mech tech weapon, kept the missile launchers, and gave him 2 great big old beefy swords. And that one's still available at a much cheaper price than the original Skyhammer. So if you like the high-end helicopter design, the robot mode looks cool to you, you've got options. Track down Skyhammer or Age of Extinction Drift in helicopter mode. But like, I can't gush about this guy enough. He looks great. His articulation is still pretty good. His transformation is really, really fun. Yeah, he doesn't have ankle stuff. He doesn't have wrist stuff. But, he's going on now like a 10, 15-year-old figure now. And I still think he holds up incredibly well, especially as a Baber's figure. So, I've been Colwen. This is Dark of the Moon, Voyager class Skyhammer. If you can track one down, he's really, really good. You gotta get one. He's really, really fun. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.